Hey everybody, Hollywoodpizza here, and we're going to be playing some 5-color Enigmatic Incarnation with Fires of Invention. So, Enigmatic Incarnation, at the beginning of your end step, you can sacrifice another enchantment. If you do, search your library for a creature card with mana value equal to 1, plus that sacrifice enchantment's mana value, and you get to put it on the battlefield. Of course, Fires of Invention is an old classic. Essentially, you can cast 2 spells a turn, and they can be free. But you can only cast spells on your turn, and if you have the amount of lands equal to the mana value of the cards, you're allowed to play them. So overall, this deck is trying to tutor with the Enigmatic Incarnation by sacrificing one of our enchantments like a Leyline Binding or the Fires of Invention itself, and then propelling into something like a Tolsimir or an Atraxa. To help us get there, we have things like Fable the Mirror Breaker, Bone Crusher Giant to help us bridge the gap between the early to mid game, Temporary Lockdown as a board wipe. We also have cards like Shieldred, which we can get off of our Touch of the Spirit Realm or the Fable the Mirror Breaker. Same as this Heliod, and then Heliod I can actually get the card that we sacrifice back into our hand. So just a really, really powerful card. We also have Kenrith, which is a card that can end the game rather quickly by giving all of our creatures haste, or kind of just having all these other abilities that are just like insanely powerful. We have Elishnor, Mother of Machines to double our comes into play, triggers, and stifle our opponents, which can be really good against other opposing Atraxa decks, or just decks that have a lot of comes into play abilities. Stifles things like the Leyline Binding as well from opposing players. We also have Agent of Treachery to help us grab anything that we need that our opponent has. That's a big threat. We have Coma against control, or just a really, really powerful card overall that can do quite a lot. So overall, I think that the deck's super, super powerful. It does really, really good in our tournaments usually when it's played. There's a lot of different versions of this deck to play. This version specifically does play the Incarnation. A lot of time it's mostly just like a Karuga Fires of Invention deck. For special lands, we have one Otawara, one Boseiju, and a slew of Triomes with some shock lands, buddy lands with the Sun Petals, things like that. In our sideboard, we have 4 Mystical Disputes to help against anything that's going to be a blue-based strategy. We also have a Supreme Verdict to go along with 2 more Temporary Lockdowns for those extra board wipes. A Chandra, Awakened Inferno against Control, same as these 2 Thought Distortions. And 4 Leyline of the Void for anything that's going to be graveyard-based like a Greasefang deck. So overall, deck super, super powerful. Let's go ahead and jump into some games and have some fun. I think we just mulligan this. Way better. No red mana, though. Ooh. We have 3 types. Sure. I don't even know if getting rid of the Bone Crusher was the right call because it's an early interaction, but I'd rather hold on to the 2 cards I can cast. So we can still go Leyline into Incarnation. What am I looking for? I guess we could just go get a Traxxas or a Coma. That'd be pretty good too. Ooh, Thoughtseize. I mean, that's going to be interesting. Maybe they just take the Leyline, I guess. It's the only card we can cast. Okay. One of the Enigmatics. Alright. Yep, just going to pass it back. Still looking for a red mana somewhere. So I'm not really even sure what we're up against. Maybe it's just Grixis midrange, Grixis Sacrifice. Could be the combo. Indomitable Creativity. Ketria Triome. It's definitely a magic card. Are the 2 cards or the treasure more important? I'm just going to take the 2 cards now. They have like Invoke Despair, it's gonna feel really bad, obviously, but definitely banking on that not happening somehow here. I could be wrong. Could just have it and then we're blown out, but we have fires into this. We can go get a Phi drop. Ooh, tapping out for a Kaido feels pretty good. Okay. LS Shmom. I mean, Coma's pretty good. Maybe just get a Traxa. Yeah. Do they have a counterspell? Be rough if they did, obviously. I mean, they could have a Make Disappear here. They know we have another Incarnation, though. So they're just going to counter this. If they do, that's fine. We still have Mom. We can cast that afterwards. Yep, there's a Make Disappear. That's fine. So we still get to keep a Fires, though, which I really like because we can cast this. We can draw potentially 6 cards here. So they still have card filtering here, but I still like taking the Fable regardless. Now we don't have to sack the ley line, and they kind of just like go through that whole loop either, which is fine. That's still a positive on our side. Alright, putting Gigantha in their hand, passing it back. Just gonna play a Sun Petal Grove, cash this Elishnorn. Karuga. Try to cast Karuga for 0. Might have another Make Disappear here for me. Or just a counterspell, maybe kill the Mom. That's fine, we just draw 2 cards instead. Still okay with that. Ooh, and we can actually kill the token. Can also just blink the Karuga and draw more cards. Interesting choices here, honestly. Definitely a lot of different plays. Yeah, I kind of like that, honestly. We'll try to target the Karuga. Do they have a 1-mana kill spell for us? Alright, Karuga's gonna blink. Draw 2 more cards here. Okay, so we got through the Zagoth Triumph, which I like here. We probably want to play the Savai. Just because it gives us more red if the Fires of Invention gets destroyed somehow. Alright, so they may just be looking for... Not really sure here. They can probably just kill the Karuga with something in their hand, but they'll also have to deal with this Fable here pretty soon. Yeah, we're definitely blocking here. Unless they have a removal spell beforehand. Yep. They might have a Stomp. That's fine, I guess. That's not like anything too crazy, you know? Or like an Abrade or something. I feel like they definitely have something up their sleeve here, though. Just a Gigantha, okay? Tulsimir, Friend to Wolves, 3/3. Well, we can try to kill the Gigantha. Maybe we do that. Yep, just gonna try to cast this. And if they need to have like a hard counter spell, I guess, for the stomp here. Yep. We're just gonna fight. And we'll try to deal this 2 damage. And I'm actually just going to attack the Kaido here. I want to get this off the board at some point. Play the Savai Triome. Pass it back. We can cycle this Agoth. If we hit like a 7-drop, it's going to be a little bit annoying, but we still have the Fable to kind of get us some redraws. Through some other lands maybe that we top deck here. Okay, Atraxa coming down, that's fine. Can't do anything about that. Do have Leyline Binding we could draw. So they can definitely Thoughtseize us here. Yep, gonna pay some life. They tap out for Bank Buster, we're pretty happy with that. They're gonna draw, discard, sure. We're gonna cycle this Zagoth, hopefully finding an answer for the Atraxa. Yep, gonna get rid of the push here. Alright, they didn't Thoughtseize, so that feels pretty good. So this Fable we can play. Okay, Leyline Binding. Do they have a hard counter spell here? We're gonna find out. I'm gonna just cast a Leyline Binding. And unfortunately they do have a hard counter spell here. Cast this Fable. And we're just gonna have to pass a turn here. Okay, coming in for 7. Yep. They're going to gain a lot of life here. They get the Kaido, just draw a card outright. And our opponent has a full grip. All we really have is this Fable, but potentially gets us some redraws here. They might just go for the Thoughtseize to kind of see what our last card is, maybe. Yep, Bank Buster feels pretty good here. And a Thoughtseize, yep, that's fine. Rather than wasting on a card that doesn't really mean anything. That means we only get 1 redraw here, though, unfortunately. So we need it to be good. Oh, Fable's fine. Definitely a magic card. We'll just get Giant down. And we're definitely out of cards here. Looking for a top deck binding, I guess, still. Agent of Treachery doesn't do it. I guess if we make treasures, yeah, we can agent the Atraxa. So that wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing. Don't forget, chat. Yo, what up? Christmas? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Ooh, Fatal Push. Goes one of our cards here. Yeah, having 2 Kikis will feel pretty good. We have to make it to there, though. Don't forget, chat. Use my link for Factor, or go to go.factor75.com. Use my code in the chat there. 50% off your first box, 20% off next month's box as well. Okay. And I just get a feeling that he might be dead here. Shieldred. Well, Shielder's pretty nice, but not what we need right now. Opponent's still with 6 cards in hand. One of them is probably a negate. Enigmatic. Okay. Gonna try to resolve this. Does this card resolve? Gonna redraw off the Bank Buster. So we have plenty of options. We can cast our own Atraxa to go dig for a ley line. But we won't be able to play the ley line. I guess we would, because it's only our turn, right? Yep, okay. It's just your turn. Okay. No attacks. We'll go to end step. Could agent this away, but I don't know. I feel like just trying to draw deeper, maybe. It's a tough call. Maybe they just haven't answered to our Atraxa. We're just hoping to hit. Giving them a Fable's tough. I don't really like that, but gotta do what we gotta do here. Could also get Coma down. I think this is just the safest thing to do, honestly. Just try to take the Atraxa. Maybe they just kill it. Could have like a go for the throat or power word kill. Okay. Opponent definitely going to the tank here. Maybe they even have a bounce spell to bounce the Atraxa. Could definitely be a possibility here. But I think either way, removal spell. Ooh, they get a 4/4. Sure. Yep. Alright, we get to take Atraxa here. Could have a Bone Crusher. Maybe they kill this. Hit us for 4. Bone Crusher for the finish. They have a lot of cards in hand. We're just going here. Oh, how the turning tables are turning. We'll see if we're still doing okay. Yep, there's a go for the throat. Yep. Pretty sure we're just dead here. Probably swing in with both. Yep. Seems pretty good. We'll just lock here, I guess. Doesn't really matter. We'll go to 1, and if they just have any damage at all, we lose the game. They do have an unblockable ninja. That is definitely a thing. They're at 28. Kaido. Okay, what can we do here? So we sack the fires for Kenrith. And then we should be fine. Another Incarnation. Or drop. Target this. I'm just gonna do this now, I guess. Take the 4/4. Yep, take the 4/4. Cast another Enigmatic. Yep. I'll just keep a blocker bag just in case something, I don't know what, but... Okay, so... Price this. Let's go get a Heliod. Yep. Alright, so sacrifice this. Go get a Heliod. Get back. Touch of the Spirit Realm. Sacrifice. Ooh, we can actually just sacrifice the Heliod. And still go get the Kenrith. I think I'm just going to sacrifice the Fires of Invention. And just go get the Kenrith. And then now it's on our opponent to try to kill us. But we have a protection spell for Kenrith and we can gain... What is it, 12 life here? I guess 10 life. We can just gain 5 if we need to. So... 2, 3, blank. Yeah, that's fine. Just gonna do this... while they're tapped out, pretty much. Or on my turn now. See what they got. We're gonna go up to 6. Unless they have a way to kill us. For each card your opponents have drawn this turn. Okay. Don't remember what the other side of that does. They're going to try to Bank Buster. Sure. Do we gain the 5? Alright, we go to 6. And we'll pass it back. We still have plenty of ways to block. Yep, there's a reflection. And things looking pretty good. Welcome back, homie. Don't forget to send some love over to Hearsay. #1 all-time leaderboards. #1. Yeah, I mean, things are looking pretty good here. Traxa. Sure. Well, that's not what I want to do. Sure. That's fine. What are we looking for here? Well, they have Thoughtseize. That's a little bit annoying. We have 2 Incarnations, though, which are really, really good right now. Equal to 1 plus the mana value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's also 5. We don't have any 6 drops, though. We only have 7s. So a little bit rough here. Just got 2 cards there, it seems like. I'm fine with that. I'm gonna Thoughtseize. I mean, I'm going for the greedy play. They can kill this, and then we still have this plus this. Like, they can kill my agent if they want. We have tons of other stuff going on. If they kill the Karuga, I'm 100% fine with that. If not, we draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards here. They're going to cycle for 1, sure. Yep, cycling for 1. Alright, Karuga bounces. Thoughtseize steals them 2. They have 2 mana open. We get to play a Karuga here. And we're also killing them on clock time here. 1 mana card. Sure, we take 1. Yep, 1 damage happening. They gotta kill the reflection. Alright, they can't kill the reflection. That's really good for us. I think they're just dead and we draw like 100 cards. Really like 8 cards or something, but you know. Yeah, the game's just over at that point. We take this. All 4 mysticals. Yeah, Trax is just busted, man. I'm telling you, Trax is just... This card's ridiculous. Don't see any reanimation. I think we're just hoping to counter their cards. We have Supreme Verdict. We didn't see Indomitable Creativity either. Oh, we have this. Yeah, they have Transmogrify. Okay. Well. Transmogrify is pretty good. Temporary Lockdown. Like, technically, Lockdown's still pretty good against them, right? Maybe we keep Bone Crusher, because Bone Crusher's interaction. It's kind of tough to figure out what we need here, right? Maybe we cut the Lockdowns. Lockdown maybe just a little bit too slow. What do we think, chat? Elishnorn's pretty good. I kind of just like the rest of our deck, honestly. I really like the Bone Crusher to kill a token. All these cards are just really good. Heliod was fine there. If we hadn't gotten Heliod, we still would have had... I guess we wouldn't have been able to go look for a Heliod. We gotta cut 4 cards still. Yikes. Yeah, that's fine. Team 61, let's go. Let's shave a few cards. I guess I'm okay just cutting a Bone Crusher. It seems kind of meh after a while. Obviously, we want it for that blowout interaction, but if that doesn't happen, then we're definitely in like a pretty tough spot. Yeah, we definitely keep this. This is good. Yep. We have Triome into something else here. Ooh, Thoughtseize is great, though. There goes the Mystical Dispute. Can't Mystical on turn 1, but we have Triome into Glacial, which is nice. Our hand is a little bit awkward. We have, like, some really big bombers here, but I think that's okay still. Maybe we mulliganed? I'm not sure. Took the Heliod. We have a Touch of the Spirit Realm for earlier interaction as well, besides the binding. That way we can play this and then be able to blink a token if need be. Ooh, Duress is a really good draw. Oh, there goes the Mystical Dispute, probably. More than likely. I would guess it's the Mystical here. Unless... Okay, they just take the ley line? Sure. Another touch is just okay. Yeah, Bankbuster's gonna resolve here, unfortunately. I actually think I'm just gonna get rid of it. I don't want them to just draw more cards. They're down to 3 cards here. We're one land away from being able to cast this. Okay. Still had some land drops, though. All they have is Gigantha. Well, we're passing. We have a mystical dispute for that Gigantha. Bone Crusher for a Goblin token. No land drop. Alright, we hit a land drop. Phenomenal. Let's pass it back. Just gonna chill here. Not really looking to overcommit anything. They're also gonna pass. We hit a Kenny. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass it. Looking for some lands here. We're just not getting them. They have a lot of cards in their hand now, though, just because they've been holding them. Yep. So do we. We had a Leyline Binding. We don't have to discard yet. Alright. We can't keep. So we have to use Glacial Fortress. So red. White. Red, yep. That way we can cast both of these if need be. We'll just get a Bone Crusher. It's a magic card. You know. 4-turn clock. They take 2 damage to kill it. I think it's okay to start blinking now against them, so to speak. And they're gonna cycle. Okay, sure. Do we just kill the token? That is the question. You know, this is weird, but I'm just gonna kill the token. I just feel comfortable doing that, and then our Enigmatic actually feels pretty good if they tap out here. We can just go get, like, a Traxa and start going off. We can even sack this later because the Bank Buster's not really going to do anything. Alright, this comes into play untapped. We'll batch in for 4. If they let us do it. Yep, I'm gonna come in for 4. What's up, Paul Dog? I hope you're doing good. Welcome in. Yep, deal 4 damage here. We could cast this and try to fight with them, but I actually don't think that it's worth it. I'm just gonna pass. Just gonna say go. Keep it going. We'll see what they do here. Gonna cycle for 4. I actually think we let them untap because we want them to just go for it. I mean, they can attack us for 4 here. We're okay with that. Alright. Well, we're both swinging for 4. They can make another shark. That's fine. Shieldred's Edict. It costs 3 mana to counter that, and they can pay it. Sure. Alright, let's go for it. Do they have a mystical as well? Alright, I'm gonna try to counter this card. Do they just have another counter spell? I think I'm okay with that all. Just happening here. What do they have? They're definitely thinking about it, maybe. Okay, yep. So they had a backup mystical either way. Well, we forced 2 counter spells out of their hand. We're gonna go down to 12. They could play Gigantha. That's fine. I guess a Fires of Invention would be pretty good. Coma's pretty good too. 4 cards in hand. I can blank this. Alright. Alright, if they try to go for an Atraxa, we have an answer for them. I'm gonna have to just take this here to maybe bait it out of their hand. See what they do. If they just say go, then yeah, we can just end step this. I'm okay just taking the 4 damage, honestly. I mean, it's a control deck. It's not like they're gonna just jam us and kill us out of nowhere or anything. Yeah, I just want to see if they just did something else. Like, we really, really want to just get cards out of their hand. Yeah, let's just do this. We can maybe cast a Coma here if we draw a land. Untap mana. Wow, Thought Distortion's pretty good too. I mean, this card can't be countered and then discard their hand. We exile their graveyard. Feels pretty good here. Do they have a response? We're definitely going to find out. Opponent going to the tank. They can destroy the Touch of the Spirit while we're bouncing, and then they can get their Bank Buster back, which would be pretty good. But that does not look like what's going to happen. I guess they can still, right? Yeah, they can still bounce it. So they can get the Bank Buster back, yep. So they get the Bank Buster, they redraw, they have Gigantha. It's a little bit frustrating.
And I couldn't find a place.
Holy smokes. PizzaBox coming in hot with that raid. Let's go. Can we get a shout out, please? For the homiest of the home slices. PizzaBox. What up, homie? Thanks so much for the raid, man. Really, really appreciate you, bro. Much love. Hope your stream was good. Hope everybody's doing good. Anybody who was already hanging out, definitely go send some love over to PizzaBox. They're a phenomenal, phenomenal human being. Great friend of the stream. Great friend overall. Amazing content creator. And anybody who's coming in, we actually have a sponsor for the stream today, Factor. Use my link or go to go.factor75.com. Use my code that's there in the chat for 50% off your first box and then 20% off next month as well. So definitely click on that. Greatly support the stream. Greatly support the tournaments. We ate some Factor actually earlier. We unboxed our order that we got, which was a ton of fun. And very, very tasty as well. So definitely recommended. Great price here. 50% off. You just can't beat that. Alright, so they get Gigantha. They only have 1 card though. And, you know, their clock is killing. And, yep, gonna Boseiju. Gonna slam this Coma. And they need to have a kill spell here on their upkeep. Alright, so they're gonna Bank Buster here. They have 2 cards. We got the Coma. Alright, and, well, we get to untap with Coma here. Things looking pretty good. And we top deck an Atraxa. I'm just going to try to slam this card, and if our opponent has a counterspell, they have a counterspell. We have a handful of just ridiculous cards overall that our opponent actually knows about, so... And they see the Atraxa. They don't really have an answer to the Coma that's on the battlefield. We're slamming down another 7 drops, so... really, really crazy match there. Took a while, but we were able to outvalue our opponent with all of our powerful cards. We'll see you for the next match.
This video is brought to you by MagicJank.com, the spiciest cards for your sauciest decks. Buy and sell Magic the Gathering products and gear today on MagicJank.com.
Looking for the latest comic book to add to your collection? How about the last card for that Magic the Gathering Commander deck? Well, the comic book stores got you covered. Shop online at comicbookstore.tcgplayerpro.com or come in person at 30 North Main Street, Glassboro, New Jersey. Pizza people, are you enjoying the content? Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. It's free. Hit that bell icon as well. That way, anytime any of our new content comes out, you're able to see it right away. Hey, leave a comment down below as well. Tell us what you're going to play in the next event, or tell us what you're enjoying about the video. Don't forget, check out the description too. We've got tons of great content down below. And on top of that, we're going to have our tournament schedule too. So get in on it. Hope to see you. And yeah, it sounds pretty good. We have a curve out. Curve out with the curve out. Stomping into the bone crushing into the other cards here. Let's get that Catch Your Triumph going. That was yesterday. Nice. We already have red. This comes into play untapped. I think we'll just pass here. You did a Lord of the Rings sealed and some standard ladder. Nice, guys. Sounds like you guys were just playing a lot of limited today. I can definitely understand why the new set's out. I thought about drafting too, honestly. I just really like Explorers, so I just came back to it. Let's pay life for the Foundry and get Bone Daddy down. Try to resolve it. If not, we have Incarnation, or fires into Incarnation, and then we can kind of start to go off after that. They use the counterspell, and I'm okay. Does not hurt my feelings as bad as it could. We'll pay the life. We'll get the fires down. I made pizzas for over 10 years, and I had my own catering thing for a little bit before COVID, called Hollywoodpizza. So that's actually where my name comes from. Let's Idantha, and we'll cast this here. Yeah, I used to cater to some schools. It's a good time, but fortunately, once COVID hit, I was not able to do that anymore. So I ended up starting streaming that summer, actually, and or thought about streaming, played a lot of Magic, and then started streaming around like October, I think it was. November is when my anniversary usually is. It says for affiliate, but I know I was already streaming before that. Alright, let's try to resolve this. They have 3 cards left. I mean, eventually one of these will hit the table, right? They have a Consider. They don't have any threats right now, so I'm not scared yet. They did pull that card rather quickly, though, but this resolves. Alright, cool. Memory Deluge, yep. Probably what they took. We have a sideboard versus control, so depending on what happens in this game, I'm going to be a little bit more confident games 2 and 3. Bankbuster coming down. Man, Bankbuster's just everywhere, huh? That's pretty funny. We don't have any more 4-drops, though, right? So we have Shieldred. Shieldred's pretty good. We can just try to cast Enigmatic, though, and then sack that to go get a 5-drop. And then we can go get Elishnor, maybe? Yeah, I think that's fine. We just cast this. Might just want to play the Ketria because it allows us to play any of our 7 drops afterwards. Yeah, I'm okay doing it. Normally I wouldn't. I mean, we don't have fires out, so like the cycling isn't as good as it could be, right? Alright, we'll sack one of these. We'll go get... Actually, we'll go do this. How about we get Elish Norn? Yes, let's go get Elish Norn. And then we'll sacrifice this. And we'll go get a Tolsimir. Alright, do they have a way to kill something? They have 2 mana open. Alright, I just sacrificed this. Oh, we only get 1 because they're legendary. I'm sorry, chat. I got a little bit excited there. I mean, either way, I'm okay getting Tolsimir. It's fine. It's whatever. It is whatever. Smashing and crashing. We're smashing and crashing. Let's go. Let's go. We each sack a non-token creature, sure. Yep, there goes Norney. Incarnation. They have a negate. We have a fable. Yep. Definitely plenty of cards in the graveyard. Fable? Does Fable resolve? Come on. Come on, Fable. Oh, they're going to redraw? Sure. A little bit frustrating, though, because they'll be able to get the token here in a second, but we can stomp the token if need be. Ooh, never mind. No more stomp. But they take 2 damage, so... If we get to make a treasure, we can Karuga to draw a card, I guess. That's like okay. Yeah, let's get a redraw here. Ooh, Touch of the Spirit Realm. I like it. Okay. Let's try to go for some damage here. I'm okay if they want to tap out with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Okay, they don't. Do they have a counter spell for the Karuga? We are about to find out. Looks like they do. Probably the Surveil one. This flips over, which is good. Okay, just gonna Deluge, sure. Did they hit a counter spell? They get 2 cards, though. Karuga resolves. Interesting. Gonna redraw off the Bankbuster. Sure. Okay. That's fine. We hit a Plains. We could play it. It's fine. We're not gonna redraw, so it's whatever at that point. Alright, so we have another Fable, which is good. I'm just crashing here. Crashing for damage, get a treasure. Probably should have played the Fable, I think, post or pre-combat. We could touch this, then they do this, or they kill this. I think that's fine. They'll probably block the Karuga. They have a Consider. Sure. I'm still okay with all this happening. Go to blocks. They have to block the Karuga, right? Unless they have another removal spell or an interaction spell here. And if they try to kill the Karuga, we can blink it. Okay, shark, sure. So they haven't gone to blockers yet, and they only have 1 mana open. Sure. Yeah, definitely should have tried to play this Fable first. Blink this. We're gonna lose the wolf. Oh, I guess we get to play it now because that actually goes away, so it actually ends up working out either way. Ooh, negate's good though. Negate's really good. Yeah. We'll get a redraw though. Ooh, that's a pretty good draw. That is a pretty good draw. Okay. So they're gonna hard cast the Shark Typhoon, okay. Definitely not the land we wanted to draw. I was mostly waiting to have all my mana up in case they had like whatever it's called. Make disappear to be able to sacrifice a creature. Alright. We'll just pass it back. Oh, we got them down to 4. Let's see what happens now. Alright. Okay, they're gonna Field of Ruin a land. Sure. Add a mana, that resolves. I think we only have 1 basic. Yeah. No basic lands for us. Okay, no attacks. Interesting. Just gonna Fatal Push that. Sure. Fires is okay. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to beat 2 Memory Deluges, but we're going to make our opponent try to use their time. So let's pass it back. Like I said, we feel a little bit better in games 2 and 3 against that matchup, but right now things are not looking too hot. Okay, we had a Triumph, sure. Just going to cycle, try to cast something now. Coma would be pretty nice, actually. Might have a kill spell. They could just go get one with the Memory Deluges they're about to cast here. Yep, Memory Deluge number 1. And they still have a lot of mana open. They might just kill the Karuga here. Yep, Sheoldred's Edict killing it. Fortunately, we didn't draw any action there that time. Yep, gonna come in for 4. And they're just gonna hard cast a Shark Typhoon. Get a Shark here from a Bankbuster, which gives them more cards. Alright, we're just drawing lands. I'm just going to attack, kill some time off their clock, get some triggers, make them do things. They're gonna crew. Making decisions, yep. Gonna block. And we'll pass it back. Make them have to kill us here, yep. Gonna redraw, I'm fine with all these things happening. It's not really much clock damage, but, you know, something something. Not sure if I could have earlier. I maybe needed to kill the shark token, make a copy and swing, but then they still had Bankbuster, and then they'd probably just make another shark. Yep, we're just dead here. Alright, so we gotta bring in our Mystical Disputes and the Thought Distortions. Could probably bring in Chandra too while we're at it. Get rid of Lockdown. I feel like Fires is just okay here. Bone Crusher's still good, it's a threat. Touch of the Spirit Realm protects our cards. Elish Norn seems a little bit weak, honestly. We can cut that, shave one of these. I feel like I want to keep that. Agent of Treachery, I guess, is still, like, okay. I really like Fable. Yeah, maybe we'll get rid of one of these. Celiod's still better. Yeah, I still like most of my top end here. Do we just want to cut a Leyline Binding? Feels kind of so-so. Yeah, Tim61, let's go. Don't forget, chat. Check out Factor if you haven't already. Helps out the stream. Helps out the tournaments. It's our sponsor for today. We opened a box earlier. Had a delicious time. Alright, we can definitely keep this. Get a Triome down into Triome into Fable, I feel like is okay. Obviously, it kind of sucks because we're not able to get something down before they can counter one of our cards, so hoping to dodge an interaction here, but they probably have a Censor. Wow, no Censor, okay. So, Fatal Push for the token, then. Okay, Shieldred's Edict, sure. That's fine. We get a redraw. Do we want to discard these Touch of the Spirit Realms? Probably. They just paid some life, so... Yeah, I think we'll just do this now. Ooh, so many lands. Ooh. That was rough, I'm not gonna lie. I was really hoping to kind of just, like, avoid that, but... I was like, well, we kind of want our lands to cast our spells later. I think I'd rather just not cast anything into their tempo play. Yep, Bankbuster, sure. Ooh, Thought Distortion's great here. But we need the mana. So... yeah, that's pretty tough. We can maybe play Karuga. Is Karuga better, though? I don't think it is. Let's try to cast Heliod. If they have a Make Disappear, that's fine. We'll just get Enigmatic back to our hand here. So technically it ends up working out to a certain degree here, just because we get to rebuy this. We get a black source down as well. Alright, we don't have a way of making mana, though, unfortunately, right now. Let's see, 5 gets us a Kenrith, that's okay. They know about Karuga. Alright, we're just going to come in for... Let's see, we can cast this. Yep. I'm just coming in for 4 here. And I'm actually going to play Bone Crusher. We have a Touch of the Spirit Realm to help protect our reflection while making a copy of the Bone Crusher with the additional mana. So I think I'm just going to pass. They're going to draw, that's fine. They have a ton of cards in hand, obviously. Okay, going to cycle some more, sure. It doesn't really look like they had much going on there. No way to deal with our 4/4s. Yeah, not really gonna change anything. I think we're okay here. We have counter spells. We have a good amount of threats. Let's see if we can kind of just outvalue our opponent here in game 3. We're going to be on the draw, so a little bit annoying. Oof, no early plays, even though our only real plays earlier Bone Crusher. I think we try this. Can't really say no. We have mana. We have 3 really good cards in our hand. Karuga's there as well for later. Expecting a Thoughtseize here, yep. So there goes the Fable early. So it's looking like Karuga to the hand on turn 3. Okay. Oh, let's get one of these down. And then a Foundry. Alright, Thoughtseize glitch, just a turn late, but I'll take it. Opponent's gonna consider here, sure. Maybe they were digging for mana. No Bank Buster, okay. Well, I got a Fable. Just gonna run it out into this negate. Okay, Sinister Sabotage, sure. They're gonna keep on top, so probably just land drops here, maybe. We have Fires of Invention. If we draw more lands, I mean, we have 5 drops we can play, so it's definitely a thing here. Pay some life. Fires of Invention. Sure, they got 3 cards left. We need a land. I guess we just play Fable, though. Alright, land comes into play tapped. Yeah, just gonna play the Fable here. They'd have a Censor, then we can still pay for it. Yep. And it's going to resolve, so that feels pretty good. Not sure if we want to get rid of this Enigmatic, though. Yep, going to Deluge, so opponent's reloading here. It's never a good sign for us. Now they have a ton of cards in hand. That Thought Distortion would be really good here. Okay, Fatal Push main phase. Interesting. Okay, 3 cards in hand. We draw a land. I think I'm just going to decline here. Just going to get Tolsimir down. See if it resolves. And it does. Alright, 2 threats. Feels pretty good. We'll gain some life. Tolsimir's probably dead here with the Go for the Throat. Or Power Word Kill seems pretty good too. We still have Kenrith for that haste effect. Karuga for later. Fable's gonna flip. Fortunately can't copy either of these. Yep. So they're just gonna Typhoon for 3. They get some redraws, which seems pretty good here. 3 cards in hand plus the Deluge. Bank Buster. It's gonna start refilling them here as well. So Bank Buster definitely a problematic card here in this matchup for us. Yep. That's crew 3. Kenrith. Give all creatures haste. I think we just Fable here. And put Karuga in our hand. Gonna redraw. Alright, we're gonna Karuga here. And they tap the Bank Busters, so I'm actually completely comfortable attacking here. Alright, they're at 12. We have a pretty meaty battlefield. Opponent's just digging and digging for cards. Potentially trying to find an answer. We have this Karuga that could potentially redraw us off of a lot of value. That was pretty good too. We're not going to get rid of any of these. Yep. Let's do this. And then let's try to go to combat. Alright, attacking in. Let's see what they do here. They're going to crew. I'm going to try to cast this Leyline Binding. We can get rid of the Bank Buster. Completely fine with this negate. That's okay. Sure. Alright, block there. Take 8. Go to 4. Play this. Okay. The question is do we want to let this flip? Or do we want to sacrifice that one? Do they have an... Okay, they just have a bounce spell. That's fine. Completely okay with that. They have 2 cards in hand. They do have a Hall of the Storm Giants, though, which is kind of scary. Ooh, Thoughtseize. I mean, we have a pretty stacked hand here. Yep, they're going to reel it in. They don't really have much there. Wow, that was a grindy match, just like the first one. But as you can see, I mean, Enigmatic, Karuga, Fires of Invention, these are all super powerful cards. I think we definitely showcased the deck rather well today, especially against some matchups that aren't even really considered to be crazy favorable or anything. But, you know, this perfect sideboard for the control matchups is great, as you can see here, and the other mid-range deck that we played. I think this deck's great for a tournament. It's just that you have, run the chance to kind of like maybe go into time over like some of your decisions. But overall, definitely recommended. Karuga's definitely made top 8 of our tournaments as well, and taken down an event at the hands of Sandoish. So you know, definitely recommend on a ladder. Definitely recommend for a tournament. You can find me on Twitch 4 days a week: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, between 5 and 6 a.m. You can find me Sundays, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hosting our tournaments. We do 3 a month, all are free with cash prizes. You can check out the links to my content and the tournaments down below in the description. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I hope that you stay cheesy.